No, it came like that from Oberlin Police.
From where?
Oberlin Police in Ohio.
Oberlin Police in Ohio?
Yep. They even left some crayons in here. You want some crayons?
I'm sorry?
They left some crayons. You want some crayons? I got...
No reason for you to be a smartass with me, sir.
Alright guys, what's going on? Check out this very important video from Ann Arbor, Michigan. We have somebody who is pulled over, who handled the situation so well. Notably, he is somebody who identified as a veteran. So here's what you're about to see in this video. You have this police department pulling over this individual who evidently works in security and purchased a vehicle that was formerly some sort of police cruiser. It had a history of being that kind of vehicle, and he purchased this vehicle and it had a light fixture on the top of it that evidently appeared to be in some ways represented police lights. However, upon closer examination, they were not the right colored lights, so therefore he had not committed any crime, and the light bar, the light fixture at the top, was lawful. There was a little bit of a discrepancy on that to begin with, but however, it turns out that no crime had been committed and he would not surrender his driver's license, his identification, to the police officer because of that. And when the supervisor gets involved, he ends up getting the whole thing worked out, and he's able to leave on his own volition. But let me tell you what, guys, nonetheless, a very powerful video. You had somebody who understood his rights clearly. A lot of people in this situation would have definitely just put out their ID, turned it over, and that would have been that. But this guy had the smarts, the knowledge, I will say, to understand his rights and that he did not have to surrender his identity because he knew in that moment that no crime had actually been committed. With that, guys, check out this situation and we'll catch you soon.
So what is this car?
It is a private vehicle.
Okay, why does it look like a patrol car?
Because it used to be one.
Okay.
That's not a crime.
I understand it's not a crime, but it is a crime to have a light bar with certain colors. That's why I had to turn your overhead down.
Yeah, there's no red and blues.
So
they were pulled out of the push bar too.
I'm sorry, what?
They were pulled out of the push bar too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so who did you buy the car from? Why does it still have like the cage and everything in the back?
Because I do security and I've got a dog. I drive Uber as well, and the college kids get a kick out of it. The door's open from the inside though.
And so what's your purpose of having a light bar on the top?
I do security as well. I'm waiting on amber lights. I'm a freelance contractor.
Who do you do security through?
I'm a freelance contractor
So
at
like
whoever.
somebody hires you out, or I
Yep,
don't...
that's exactly how I do it.
And so whoever you bought the car for left everything in there, or did you equip this car with it all?
No, it came like that from Oberlin Police.
From where?
Oberlin Police in Ohio.
Oberlin Police in Ohio?
Yep. They even left some crayons in here. You want some crayons?
I'm sorry?
They left some crayons. You want some crayons? I got...
No reason for you to be a smartass with me, sir.
I've been trying to get rid of them. I'm serious. You want some crayons? You got kids? I can even show them to you. I got tons of them.
How do you spell it?
Oberlin.
So they left the MDVR and everything in it?
Yeah, they did.
Their license, registration, insurance as well?
For what crime?
Well, this is a traffic stop, and I have to record everything on my day sheet. And the reason we're stopping you is to make sure that you didn't have lights, but therefore it's an investigative stop for that purpose. So you do have to show me your driver's license.
For what crime?
And registration.
For what crime?
For having the light bar.
Is that a crime?
Once I found that it's not the red and blue lights, it's not a crime, but
So,
I still have a traffic stop.
lawfully, I know my rights.
Okay.
I do not have to present ID if there's no crime committed.
I am doing an investigation to investigate that
And,
those are not
and
blue lights.
there are not blue lights. You saw that.
Okay, you have to provide that you have
If-
insurance for
if-
this vehicle to be on the roadway.
If there has been a crime committed, I have to provide this. So please
So
call
investigating
your
order is
supervisor. Please call your supervisor now. What's your name and badge number?
Psychon 074.
Thank you. What's your name and badge number, ma'am?
I'll give you a business card for that one, sir.
Okay. That's not how the law states it, but I'll take a business card.
It's Officer Drawer, badge 184, as you can see on my name tag.
Thank you.
As well as I'll provide you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
A business card as well.
I appreciate that.
To operate a motor vehicle on the roadway, you have to have insurance.
Oh, I understand that, but there is this is over something that's not a crime, as you've already seen.
Well, when
So
you're driving
not
on the road without the light bar on, I don't know if it's red or blue.
you already saw it's not red and blue. Therefore, no crime
That's why I stopped
no
you.
crime has been
Ours
committed,
is for that, to determine that it is not.
and you've determined that it has not. So no crime has been committed. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I understand you wanted to speak to the command officer?
Yeah. So
I can hear you very well from here. Is there any way to roll the window down slightly?
I'm not comfortable with that.
Okay.
For my safety, I prefer it up.
Okay. I just might not be able to hear you very clearly.
Yeah. So you can see up there, there's no other lights in there other than the 4. I was stopped anyways. Turn on the lights. I know my rights. No crime has been committed. I'm not providing my ID. I will only provide an ID if reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed can be stated. And your officer does not want to do that. So it's harassment. I am a disabled veteran. I know my rights. I know the law. I know the Constitution. And it's officers like that I withdrew my support from you guys. And I get there's good ones out there. I'm friends with a few of them myself. But that's not okay. You know, there's no crime committed. I should have already been released. I appreciate that. You have a good night.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
There is not. I hope that your officers get some better training, because that's not okay. It's a violation of my rights. It's ultimately a violation of the law. And I'm not okay with that. I swore an oath to the Constitution. It's an insult to me.
Okay. All right, you're all set, sir.
You have a good night, man.